What up, everybody? Welcome to the Pro Wrestling Fans Podcast with Adam and Phil. I'm Phil.
I'm Adam.
Thanks, everybody, for listening again to episode 3. I can't believe we're on our 3rd episode. This is fucking awesome.
Number 3, they like us. I appreciate it.
Or we're just doing this and nobody's listening to it.
I think we have some followers on Twitter or Facebook. I'm not sure. I think you said like 50-something. I don't know. But
yeah, we're blowing up on Twitter. We've got like 50-something followers now.
50?
Yeah.
We're
awesome.
important.
No, we are not.
We're not.
No.
I know a few people. They say they listen, but, likes doesn't qualify, on Facebook.
Yeah.
I liked it, but doesn't mean you listen to it. But, hey, you know what? We're trying. So, like I always say, feedback's welcome. Let us know.
I welcome all feedback, no matter what it is.
Right.
If you don't like us, if you don't like something we said, something we should have talked about, didn't talk about, the way we talked about something,
right,
send us an email at prowrestlingfanspodcast@gmail.com.
Or Facebook.
Or
comment.
Yeah, comment on Facebook, our Facebook page. We'll link to it in the show in the comment section on YouTube.
Earn a shout out.
And the shout outs, that's fine.
I mean, we can bring up whatever, comments you have, and we can just go from there. You didn't like this, you want to talk about such and such, push certain people, or talk about the old days, talk about factions, talk about whatever the subject, we can actually make a show based off of whatever you guys want to hear.
Exactly.
Just throw little comments and ideas our way, and we'll be more than happy to talk about whatever.
Right. And I don't want to give people the wrong impression that we're some sort of experts or anything.
Right.
We're just two fans, loved wrestling since we can remember.
Right.
And that's that.
Right. I've been a fan since 85, and then did my homework before that. So, yeah. I know you said you've been a fan since
earliest I can remember is around WrestleMania 3.
That's about mine too.
Yeah.
Hogan Andre.
Savage Steamboat.
Yes. Match of the
night.
Century, dude. Just, it doesn't get enough. I mean, there's people who understand the greatness of it, but then there's always Hogan Andre.
Well,
but
Hogan Andre was the focus of the event. But
right.
Savage Steamboat was the match of the night.
Can you name me any other match from
cannot
from
actually.
That entire pay-per-view?
I really cannot, off the top of my head, name you any other match from that event, and I am sorry for that.
I can, but it's only one, and it's sad.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it. What do you got?
It's King Kong Bundy and some midgets versus Hillbilly Jim and some midgets. And King Kong Bundy squashed a midget.
Now that you mention it, I remember that.
Right. Forgive me for not knowing all the names of the little people, but yeah, excuse me for the M word, but yeah, I do remember that.
That was what they used at the time. That was the word they used at the time.
Yeah.
So it's hard for us to get away from it.
Right.
That's that.
Yeah. So don't hate. Just sorry.
Well, all right. Is there a glaring memory from that match?
King Kong Bundy's body splashing the little person.
Oh.
And winning.
That's wrong.
It didn't last long. I don't remember Hillbilly Jim doing too much in the match. Like I said, it was Bundy and two little guys versus Jim and two little guys. And what I remember is the big body splash and 1, 2, 3. I'm pretty sure it lasted longer than that. But
did he yell 5?
I'm pretty sure it was in there somewhere. 5, but yeah, right. Like, I'm gonna pin him for 5 no matter what. I don't care. So
that's awesome.
But that's what I remember, and I'm pretty sure. I mean, I'm gonna get some heat for this one. I know Piper was there in some kind of faction. I think it was against. Oh man, I'm gonna have to look it up.
Was that his boxing match with Mr. T, or was that WrestleMania 2?
That was 2.
That was 2. Okay.
With the blackface. Yeah.
The blackface.
Yeah, Piper did not go.
Oh, Piper.
Yeah, he.
What is it with you and blackface, Piper?
I'm not sure. I'm gonna look it up. You know what? I don't care.
That's cool.
Because now it's
fact checking is always good.
Wikipedia is my friend. Just type in WrestleMania 3, the entire card. Let's see who we had here. Yes. The event results. There we go. Aha! Can-Am Connection. Rick Martel and Tom Zink.
The Can-Am Connection
Defeats Bob Orton and Magnificent Morocco. with Mr. Fuji. I love Mr. Fuji.
I miss Mr. Fuji.
I do too.
Awesome manager.
Billy Jack Haynes versus Hercules ended in double countout. I just got added by Billy Jack Haynes on Facebook. He just requested me.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so
That's pretty fucking
I've
cool.
heard he has some awesome rants, kind of like similar to Iron Sheik, but you can actually read what Billy Jack Haynes says.
To all of my American friends.
Fuck you! Like, it's just great. This is not rated PG again. Here's the Hillbilly Jim. Yeah. Oh! The Hillbilly Jim won by, their team won by disqualification, I guess, because I don't remember why, but yeah, there's all the names. Haiti Kid, Little Beaver, Little Tokyo, and Lord Littlebrook. So, some puns in there intended.
Some fun facts in there.
Oh gosh, Harley Race with Bobby Heenan and Fabulous Moolah defeated JYD. See, wow, that's.
Was he the king at that point?
It says
believe
a
so.
loser must bow match, so there's some intended
Loser
racism
must
there.
bow.
I think
That's,
so.
Oh,
That's just sadness.
wow.
The Dream Team, Valentine and Beefcake versus Johnny Valiant and Dino Bravo. Oh, with Johnny Valiant and Dino Bravo defeated the Rougeau brothers. So Jacques and Raymond.
All I'm hearing is great matches so far.
And then we forgot all of them.
And
it's
I really feel
Piper and Adrian Adonis. I was right. Hair versus hair. I remember now. He shaved Adrian's head. Heart Foundation with Danny. 6-man tag. Heart Foundation and Dangerous Danny Davis defeats the British Bulldogs and Dynamite Kid. Davey and Dynamite and Tito Santana. So I'm gonna have to watch WrestleMania 3 again.
Wait, who was the Can-Am Connection then? Am I confused?
Can-Am Connection is Rick Martel and Tom Zink.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tom Zink.
Right. Woo! Yeah, throw up the 4.
No, that's no. Tom
Wrong.
Zink was Z-Man.
Z-Man, right. I'm sorry. Who was the horseman I'm thinking of?
Paul Roma.
No, see.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yes.
Yeah.
Although we should probably edit out that part where you said Horseman and Paul Roma, because those two words should not be said together.
Still say he was a better horseman than Mongo.
I still say neither of them should have been in the Horseman, but okay.
Butch Reed defeats Coco. Steve Savage, of course. Wow, Honky Tonk Man defeats Jake Roberts.
Wow.
Yeah. Sheik and Volkov defeats Killer Bees. And then, of course, Hogan Andre. So
the epic body slam.
So I'm definitely getting on network and watching WrestleMania 3 because there are some decent ass matches on this card.
Which Andre jumped for that body slam.
Oh yeah, no, there's no way Hogan could have easily. I
Yeah.
remember they said that he was terrified going into the match and didn't know if Andre was going to sell, going to work with him and do the deed for him to get over or whatever. But there was an event like 3 years prior when he slammed Andre back in the day before Hulkamania was even running anywhere. That it was like, I forget, it was like an open field. It was like a baseball field. I can't remember what it was called, but there was an event. Hogan was wearing white.
WCW?
No.
I know, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I think Hogan had just came from AWA actually, or he might have still been with AWA. I'm not sure. But yeah, Hogan's all white. Andre's still wearing the blue with the afro and everything.
Wow.
And he slammed Andre back then. So they act like WrestleMania 3 was the first time he did it, but no.
See, I didn't know that. That's actually...
Yeah, I gotta remember the name of that event. It's on the network too. Somebody had pointed out to me online. This is where you guys come in handy. You can be like, hey, that was such and such, and remind me.
Fact checking is always
right. Hashtag that's what the gap was. Like, hey, I censored myself.
You just censored yourself.
Yeah, nice. But yeah. So that's WrestleMania 3. Yeah, we're gonna have to check that out.
And I feel like a very shitty wrestling fan
that we forgot
all those awesome matches that were on there.
I knew Piper was involved with something, but I couldn't remember. I'm like, is that the one with Adrian, or is that the one, and then there's, I can now I got my trusty little cell phone here, so I can Wikipedia anything you want. So yeah. All right, so what are we talking about today other than WrestleMania 3?
Well, that was just a
a little intro.
Bring us up to how long we've been watching wrestling.
Right.
Since we're just fans like everybody. I would love to be part of wrestling in some capacity, promotion.
Oh yeah.
You know, I'd love to be a writer for WWE. That would be my dream job.
Creative.
Yeah, but they would never hire me because I'm doing this now.
Right.
Are you a fan? Have you heard of us?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. You're
not qualified.
Yeah, your application goes right in the garbage now.
Like, thanks. Like, I've always just, you know, even if I'm not a wrestler, referee, creative, writer, something just to do with the company. I don't care if I have to answer, you know, the headquarter telephone, you know, WWE or, you know, I don't even care if it's WWE, Ring of Honor, TNA, something. I want to be involved in it somehow, get my foot in the door. Somehow, some way.
TNA would probably hire us, thinking about that.
Right. So yeah, that would be awesome. Anyhow, any type of way I can get involved with it would just be like a dream
would be
come
awesome.
true.
Yes.
Honestly, like, I don't care. Like, when I met Phil, me and Phil were talking. You know, ECW was the main thing we focused on. Became friends and whatnot. Both of us said if we ever had any title, it would be the IC title. I never really saw myself as heavyweight champ ever. I'd be the mid card champ, but it's always been a dream of mine, and somehow, some capacity, way or another, if I could do that for a living, I would die a happy person.
Right, and that was more of a stage when the IC title was held by, you know, the number 2 guy, who was more of the working champ. Mm-hmm. You would have the main champ, the WWE champ, mm-hmm. but then the guy that can bring the house down mm-hmm. would be the IC champ.
Perfect example, like Bret Hart or Savage or, you know, even Shawn or Davey Boy, whoever. And then, you know, of course, that period of time when Hogan was on top, you know, you're going to carry the company, but look at what we got over here. Also, he's, you know, it's perfect. The first person I think of is Bret, or Mr. Perfect, or, I mean, you know, Warrior, Honky Tonk Man, Razor. Any of those guys, it's like, you're not heavyweight champ material, but we're still going to give you this title because you're doing the most. You can do, I'm guessing, house shows at the time. And, you know, if our champ can't make it, I mean, I remember one time we were here in Cincinnati before, it was like early 98. Shawn was champ. This is right before WrestleMania 14. And they advertised an 8-man tag. Actually, it was right before No Way Out 98. I advertised an 8-man tag. It's Austin, Owen, and goodness, Stone Cold, Owen Hart. I forget the oh man, see, damn. Anyway, it was supposed to be Shawn, Triple H, and the Outlaws. Shawn backed out last minute, and they replaced him with fucking Savio Vega. Yeah. And then at the second fucking pay-per-view, they did the exact same thing. And it's Savio Vega instead of Shawn. And it's like, you know, that's your champ. You should be at every pay-per-view you possibly can have him at, but yet.
Was he hurt or something?
I think his back was hurt because that's right after the Rumble with the casket match with Taker. And they say that's what hurt his back.
Okay.
So I'm guessing that's possibly what it was. But I just remember going to the show being upset, like, damn it, Shawn's supposed to be here. Why ain't Shawn here? And then this is 98, so what am I, like... I'm 16 or something at the time, so it's like I didn't understand why isn't he here? Now I understand, injuries and all that, but
not to interrupt what you're saying, but a shout out to Savio Vega who follows us on Twitter.
Nice.
Thank you, Savio. You're the fucking man.
Nice. I retract my fucking Savio Vega comment there. I did not know this. I need to get on Twitter.
Yeah, I've been kind of running the Twitter thing.
Nice. Well, that's cool. You run the social media
really
part.
Advertising us on Twitter. And
I just talk. That's
suddenly all. Savio Vega follows you. Holy shit, Savio Vega follows us.
Right. Well, thank you, Savio.
Follows us. Awesome.
Savio. Awesome. I like
that. And lots of others. I can't think of everybody off the top of my head, but follow us on Twitter at PWF Podcast.
Kazarni follows us.
Kazarni. That. Yes, that's Bodhi. Yeah.
That's epic.
Yeah.
So my bad, Savio. I need to learn how to.
What you were breaking it down was not the champ is involved in this match.
Right.
That's what it was.
I mean, no problem. Thank you, Savio, for stepping in. I mean, he's athletic. He was former Nation member.
He's the guy that they could put in that match and work a great match, and that's what they were expecting from him.
Exactly. And he got it. And I mean, you're in the main event, not only at the house show but at the pay-per-view as well, with Austin and Triple H and. some Hall of Famers there.
And also worked with Austin very early in Austin's WWF career.
WrestleMania 12,
Yep.
Caribbean strap match.
Yes, Savio Vega versus the Ringmaster.
Yeah, terrible name. But hey, he got his foot in the door with it. So
Yeah, exactly. You got your foot in the door. Good job. Whatever you got to do.
Right.
Even if you're the Ringmaster.
Hey, Stones,
Even if you're the Sultan.
Rikishi, man, or Fatu, or whichever one of the gimmicks he wants. I'm a bad man, or I'm gonna dance on the stage. Hey, you're in the Hall of Fame now, so
You're Too Cool's fat friend.
that's all right.
That's all that was.
Yeah, thong wearing fatty. No, but it's all right. You're in the Hall of Fame, so it's all good. You gave us the Usos, so I guess some good there. I guess I don't know for you Uso fans out there. Not so much myself, but I know some people who like them. Why not?
Yeah, we drove by the tractor trailers for the WWE when they were in town just this past Monday.
Right.
It was actually Sunday. We drove by. They had everything out, getting set up.
Right.
And on the back of one of the tractors had the Usos. Who are those guys? The Usos. Oh, really?
That was the reaction.
Really?
There. How was Raw? I didn't get to go.
Raw was actually pretty good. I liked it. Had a good time. I had a sore throat, so I couldn't really participate in any of the chants going around.
I mean, I watched it on TV, but you were there live, so I didn't get to actually, I had to work and all of that great stuff. But, which brings me to the highlight for me. But it's not exactly a highlight. It's just the thing that I remember most from the show, and that's Daniel Bryan.
Oh, dude.
Giving up the title.
It was... All right, let me break down Raw for us, basically real fast.
Okay.
I was supposed to go with my brother at first. I was like, I can't really afford to get tickets right now, so I'm going to wait till the next one.
Mm-hmm.
And then Becky got me tickets for Father's Day.
Right.
So Chris and Chrissy, and his girlfriend, they're in, with a couple other people, made a sign for their kids and everything. That was on TV, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, nice.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Awesome. You always want to be on camera.
Yeah. And I took my dad because
I couldn't go, right?
And you couldn't go.
Yeah.
Douche.
Hey, bills and responsibilities, man. Growing up sucks.
Growing up sucks balls.
Yeah. Somebody text me that. But
yeah.
Yeah.
That was me.
Oh, it was you.
Yeah.
It was you. Yeah.
Walking in, there was a guy dressed like Macho Man Randy Savage. They had like a big group together.
Nice.
One guy dressed like Sergeant Slaughter. I'm pretty sure it was Harvey Whippleman, the guy was dressed like.
Okay.
But that was pretty cool. My dad turns to me, he's like, "You should have wore your kilt."
Nice.
Yeah, when I got home from work, I was hot. All right, I didn't feel like putting on my kilt. All right, my plan was to wear my hot rod shirt,
right,
my kilt,
right,
and be set up, be Roddy Piper for the night.
There you go.
I see all those guys, and I'm like, damn it!
Right.
Fucking hell!
Right.
You kidding me?
Complete with blackface.
Oh, that's fucked up. Man.
Hey, he did it. I mean, why not? I know why not, but
yeah,
it's just for laughs.
But that would have been,
right.
Like, hey, you guys did this too?
Right. Like that's just. I think I do have a picture. Somebody on our page posted a picture, about 4 of them or 5 of them.
Yeah.
I think it was your brother actually.
It might have been Chris. Yeah.
Yeah, he posted a picture. I think I saw Savage, Hogan.
There's a Sting looking guy.
Yeah.
Somebody asked if he was trying to look more like Eric Draven.
Wow.
Which, yeah, Sting is doing the crow thing.
It's the whole basis of the character.
So that makes a lot of sense.
Right. Like, who are you supposed to be? Like, we're a wrestling event, so you guess. Okay, but yeah.
Did he have a bat?
See, but yeah, I missed out. Totally, I was kind of upset that I couldn't go. I usually try to make every event they have here in Cincinnati. Shout out to the 513.
Hey, real life comes first,
Right. I get it. I mean, like I said, bills, responsibility, kids, payments. Right. Just didn't have the time or the money to go and spend $4 for a Mountain Dew. So,
fucking hell, man.
U.S. Bank, man.
That was $4 for a pop, and it wasn't even like Mountain Dew. It wasn't even Coke. It was a Sun Drop and a 7-Up.
I forgot all about Sun Drop.
They didn't have Coke. I was pissed.
It's not even name brand. Like Mountain Whiz.
It wasn't even like Citrus Drop from Kroger.
Wow. Can't even get the Big K brand. That's fucked up.
If it was Citrus Drop, I'd have been like, you motherfuckers.
Hey, I can do some Big K. Like I grew up on some Big K, but
Hey, I appreciate Big K now, but still,
right.
It wasn't a name brand, a more major name brand that would have been like, okay, $4 fine. That's Mountain Dew.
Right.
This is fucking Sundrop.
This is that's terrible.
But anyway,
Orange Crush and shit.
I'm not going to break down all the matches. If you're listening by now, you've seen Monday Night Raw.
Right.
But when Daniel Bryan came out,
sadness.
I knew what was going to happen. The way he came in the ring and started talking, I'm like, fuck me. He's going to drop that title. I mean, it makes all the sense in the world. You know, he's hurt. The same thing happened with the World Heavyweight title. He was hurt. He couldn't defend it. So, yeah, in that regard, they did the right thing by stripping it from him. And he's doing the right thing now by just relinquishing it and saying, you deserve somebody that can defend this title, that a champion that you deserve, basically.
I agree. I mean, it's hard. It's a hard decision to make. I would understand. I would think that, you know, doing what you love, doing what you have to do, and it reminds me of Edge when he retired and gave up the title. I'm not saying Daniel's retired. He said he doesn't know if he's going to come back or not. So it's almost the same scenario where Edge left, but he left on top with the world title, and you know they gave back. We had the epic ladder match with Christian Del Rio, and Christian won, and then lost 3 days later. Terrible. I still have nightmares. Yes, I'm a Peep fan. I'm one of the Peeps.
I got such hatred for Christian for no reason.
Why?
I don't know. I don't want to digress. Keep on going with what you're saying about Edge.
Yeah,
we can talk about Christian later.
Okay, but Daniel Bryan, you know, came up from the independents, came up basically held back by the suits. You know, the fans pretty much put him where he is. Gets the world title, injured, has to give it up. Comes back, gets another title, gets injured, has to give that up. And all these people I mean, don't get me wrong, I appreciate every single one of our fans. If you're listening, like we said earlier, thank you, appreciate it. But for these fans that I've been reading on here, like, you know, fuck Daniel Bryan, you should never get another title, you piece of shit loser, you get injured too damn much. What else are you supposed to do? Like, honestly, if you're going to be a champ, how are you defended if you're injured? Like, you're going to just have to forfeit it and rehabilitate until you can make it up and come back later. It's not that I mean, look at all the stuff he's done since, what, NXT, since he debuted on you know.
He's been working his ass off.
Since he started with WWE, US champ, tag champ, Team Hell No, the Yes movement, just getting to WrestleMania 30 last year was, you know, just the rivalry with Bray Wyatt. The whole, you know, part of the Wyatt family thing. I think that's still one of the highest rated Raws in recent memory, the whole cage match. I don't know if you remember that or not.
I never really got the feud there.
I think it was a little short-lived as far as the whole storyline goes.
Yeah, that might be it.
But the night it was a Raw with a cage match, and Daniel turned back against Bray, and it was
I saw that. I mean,
that was like one of the biggest like main events that Raw's had in recent years. And it's like, I remember the pop for the crowd was epic, and I think I was falling asleep during Raw until that happened. It woke me right up, and I'm like, holy shit.
That's funny.
And it's been a long time since Raw or SmackDown or anything wrestling wise besides NXT. NXT is the shit, by the way, like in a good way. But it's the last time Raw has ever made me go, you know, holy shit, like old school wrestling, like back when we had surprises and not dirt sheets. And you know, I appreciate a good, oh shit, I didn't know Jericho was coming, like what the fuck, like, you know, when you actually was on the edge of your seat watching Monday Nitro or Raw or whatever it may be. And yeah, it was just one of them epic moments. So yeah, but okay. Daniel Bryan just it's a sad situation with the whole having to give it up. But like he said, you deserve a champion who's going to fight. So here it is. I'm going to leave it in the ring, which I thought was very professional. Even though he doesn't agree with the situation, he doesn't like it, but he understands it, and his health is more important than getting his ass kicked and possibly breaking his neck or whatever the case may be. And it's better for him all around as to just walk away while he's still alive rather than something worse happen to him.
Yeah, I would hate to see him not able to, walk or anything 10 years from now.
Right.
Because of what he's doing in the ring today.
Right.
I don't want that for anybody. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. But don't do that for us. Don't put your bodies that much of a risk for us. We know, fans like us, we know what they're giving up each and every week when they go in the ring. Or,
real fans do.
Yeah, real fans. Not to call,
There are some fans out there just to be on the line and the social media just to voice their little opinions. And I mean, like I said, no opinion is wrong. You're going to feel how you feel. I mean, there's fans out there. John Cena is God and John Cena is life, and it's like, okay, but you just take it with a grain of salt and you just scroll past it or whatever the case may be. But like you said, look at Mick Foley. All the shit he did is Cactus Jack. All the shit he did with Terry Funk and ECW.
I'm surprised he's walking.
He can barely walk.
Right.
I saw something, I can't remember, not too long ago. Oh, he Wife Swap. He was actually on Wife Swap with Ric Flair.
He was down there with Ric Flair. You sure it was Ric Flair?
I'm pretty sure it was Ric Flair. Foley's wife was Ric Flair, and Flair's girlfriend with Foley. Yes, it was, and you have to YouTube it if you haven't seen it.
I'm gonna search for that.
Foley's wife had to put his shoes on for the man. He couldn't even put his shoes on.
Oh, yeah, on Foley.
Yeah, and he couldn't. He's sitting there in his flannel and his sweatpants and everything. He's in his recliner and he's getting ready to leave. And his wife has to put his shoes on. He was like, I used to be able to. He was like, but now I can't reach my own feet and all this. And I'm like, oh my God, dude, that is just sad. Like,
you need to get that DDP yoga.
You need something, bro. Foley, man. I mean, he makes appearances. He's got his own, comedy thing. But his knees have got to be terrible. He's out. He's over. I'm guessing overweight. He's out of shape. Obviously, he's always kind of has been. He was skinnier as Cactus Jack, but
he was a lot younger too.
Right. That's years ago.
You get older, you get fatter.
It happens.
You want to see a picture of me?
Look on Facebook. There's plenty of them. There's plenty of them. The wedding pictures are kind of nice, though. The background and everything.
She really made those.
That's all right, though.
I'm just kind of there.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I still have your guys' prom picture.
Wow. So do I.
Somewhere, yeah.
Somewhere, yeah.
Yeah, it's in the bad memory book. But
he's got my prom pictures. That's how long we've known each other.
Yeah. Because I knew his wife before he did.
Yeah, well.
So, yeah. I like to think that I kind of introduced you guys, but you guys tell me a different story.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew you over here, I knew her over there, and then y'all were together. I'm like, I'm the common link. I'm the common link. But I'm the link that brings the chain together. But
yeah, you keep telling yourself that.
I guess I was important. I don't know. I tried to be important.
Or it's more like, hey, you know him too?
I know that guy. Oh well. Big whoop. But yeah.
Getting back, to talking about like all the things, especially guys on a WWE schedule, put themselves through. They're on tour. What is it? 300 days a year?
Something like that.
At least. Almost. At most.
Yeah.
I mean, the guys with those schedules are seriously working their ass off.
Oh yeah.
And if they work that 5-10 years, that's a toll on your body.
I mean, look at we were just talking about Goldust earlier. Just read that he had shoulder surgery, and he'll be out 6 to 8 months.
Right.
Randy Orton just came back from injury. Just had like 2 recent injuries before he just came back and got back in the title picture.
Get well, Randy.
Who else? I mean, the injuries happen all the time. Hideo Itami is injured. I'm guessing this pay-per-view Wednesday night's going to be pre-taped already, but they say he got hurt. Kenta, he got injured.
Sami Zayn got hurt in the match against Cena.
Yeah, I saw that. So his shoulder, I don't know what exactly they claimed it was, but
he fought through that match. That was
probably the best. Ballsy. That probably was the best U.S. title defense he's had since the whole U.S. Open Challenge thing started. So, I mean, I'm just the surprise of being Sami Zayn in his hometown with Bret endorsement
by Bret Hart.
Oh my God, just the endorsement alone is like, he says hometown boy, so there's like, okay, how many people are from? Wow, okay, Lance Storm. Like, oh shit, no, he's not from.
If I could be serious for a moment,
right, they weren't in Calgary, so it wasn't Lance, but just the endorsement alone.
Jericho's from Edmonton, right?
Benoit's Edmonton. Jericho's Winnipeg.
Jericho's Winnipeg. Good job.
Yeah.
Sorry, the Edmonton guy can't return.
Yeah, he's not. No,
that doesn't happen.
Nothing Undertaker does can bring him back. What do you want to talk about now? Payback?
I was just gonna say, guys like Edge.
Oh, you want to talk about?
We could just continue on it.
My bad. Go ahead. Edge, Lita, neck injuries.
Yeah, the neck injuries alone. Kurt Angle. I don't know how Kurt Angle is still operating.
I don't know. I thought he was good and retired as the TNA. What was he like? General manager or whatever. Over there.
I thought that was going to be his final role in that company.
Like just stepping down from the action or whatever, and that would have been fine. But here he is, champ again, and then now he's feuding with Eric Young, I think.
Eric Young.
Yeah.
I saw that match.
Yeah. I can't follow. I mean, I'm a wrestling fan. I appreciate TNA. I appreciate them trying to be different and not working for Vince. I understand there's people that don't want to work for Vince, and like the Wolves or the Bucks or whoever wants to be in the wrestling business, but doesn't need to be represented by the E, as they call it.
They don't need to work in New York. They want to work where they want to work.
Right. You got Global Force with Jeff Jarrett now. You got
his roster is really turning out.
I've seen that. I saw some promise and stuff there. And of course, you got the Bucks. So that's my favorite tag team out right now.
Those guys are fucking awesome.
We
will just digress totally after coming like that, and I apologize.
Take my money now. Here's my wallet. Take my credit card. If I'd be amiss if I didn't bring up the current Ring of Honor thing. I saw a clip. I didn't watch the whole show. I really do need to. I've heard nothing but good things about it. Said it's the best wrestling show so far this year of any federation. Oh my goodness, that says a lot just in that.
And what's that event called? I don't have it written down.
War of the Worlds, I think it was.
Okay.
Yeah. But a triple super kick to Maria. Oh my god. I saw a clip of that, and just the reaction from the crowd. It was half oh my god, half holy shit. Like it was like an ECW moment. They couldn't believe it happened, but they loved the fact that it happened. Like
a triple super kick to Maria Kanellis.
Yes.
Bennett.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Yes. The Kingdom. I think it was a 6-man tag. The Kingdom versus the Bucks, and I'm not. Oh, I need to figure out who the third man was, but they all three just. Dude,
that's so fucked up.
She's still hot, but she's a bitch in our Ring of Honor. It's just
she's playing a different character now.
I get the gimmick. It's okay. She's not the ditzy dumbass that she was in WWE, who barely got to talk, but now she's full blown heel. She's in an actually decent faction. And there's just
which I don't know why they don't bring her and her husband to WWE.
Mike Bennett would benefit. Just NXT alone, right. You get your chance to shine there. And speaking of which,
hold on,
go ahead.
And the WWE fans, a little more closer to our age, a little bit younger, know her, and we'll be like, holy shit, Maria's back.
Maria, yes, I do have the Playboy, by the way.
I bet you do.
Yeah. If a diva made a Playboy, I have it. And yes, that includes China.
Oh,
she's at the bottom of the stack, though.
China.
She made 2.
She was in 2?
She was in 2. So was Sable. Sable had one by herself and one with Tori Wilson. And I have Tori Wilson solo and the one with Sable and Tori Wilson. All right, let's get off of that.
Hold on. Sorry to everybody for diverting our conversation entirely. Did they ever bring this up with Sunny, the first diva?
Sunny is not in Playboy, but she has done photos and online. As long as you type in Tammy Lynn Cinch instead of Sunny, you can find anything. Okay. Yeah, she's done photos and topless.
But no one in WWE and Playboy went to the other side while she was with them? Is my question.
Did she do anything while she was employed by WWE?
Right.
Is what you're saying? I don't think she did. No.
I mean, she was the first diva there. She was their prototype.
The
diva.
most downloaded woman of, I think, 95, 96. Oh,
whatever that means now.
Yeah, nothing now. You'll be happy to know Beulah McGillicuddy's done some stuff also. She has videos of, yeah. You go ahead and be like Tommy Dreamer and take her because you're hardcore. Go ahead. Come on, Awana Leia. Go ahead.
Take them both. I'm hardcore.
That's right.
That was the best line ever.
That and EC fucking W, and then finally beating Raven. I was a Tommy Dreamer
Raven's
fan.
last night in ECW.
Right. It was great. Great
All right.
send-off. Man, we segue too much, don't we?
Yeah, we do, but it's just a conversation.
Right.
We're just talking here. We got stuff written down. We've got a pad of paper.
It's right there.
Yeah.
We wrote things.
We've got stuff written down. We talked about wrestling retirements. We could go on a new tangent right now about deaths around professional wrestling.
Oh yeah.
First one off the top of my head, Owen Hart.
Definitely, that's the most. I don't want to say all deaths aren't tragic, but I think Owen was the only one that we never saw coming. Like, anybody with painkillers or drug overdoses and things like that. Oh man, I mean, great example, Eddie Guerrero. Hate to see him go. Loved Eddie,
Right.
but a constitution of pain pills or whatever, and heart attack or whatever it was. I think he had.
I think he had a heart attack while he was brushing his teeth, and Chavo found him.
Yeah, I remember Chavo found him, and then but I think that
if I'm wrong about that, please correct me.
I remember
somebody out there.
I think it had something to do with some painkillers also, but I think it was a combination of the two.
You've got to take in. I'm sorry for cutting you off.
You're good.
Consideration, his history of drug
right
abuses.
He did have some
right.
addictions there.
And as far as I understood it, he was cleaning up basically.
Right. He was supposed to get the title, I believe, off of Batista back when he was world champion. They were planning on him getting, I think it was a Survivor Series that year or something like that. I don't remember how it was. I just remember reading something about him. They were planning on putting the belt on him in the near future. But Owen, the way he went out, it was probably just the backlash alone for what happened and who let it happen and what caused it. They said Vince actually did it before Owen to make sure it was safe, and nothing happened to Vince. But of
Vince
course,
tested it? I didn't know that.
That's what I remember, something about that.
Fact checkers, get on this.
Yep. I know he checked also the rig where Shawn Michaels came down the roof from WrestleMania 12.
WrestleMania 12.
He did that also and made sure it was safe for Shawn, because at that time Shawn was his main money cow, his John Cena of '96.
That makes me think of I forget who he was talking about, or who, if it was Vince or Shane that even said it, but like they would never, put you in a position to do something that they wouldn't do.
Yeah.
I think it might have been Vince that said it, maybe Shane. One of those two.
Right.
It was a male McMahon.
It sounds like something, it sounds like something Vince would do.
Yeah.
And say, because,
that's awesome of them. If that's true,
right.
That is, that really makes me have a lot of respect for him in that regard.
Right. I mean, not only are his wrestlers, I mean, of course he's going to look after his wrestlers, they're his people, but it's also his investment, and he's not going to, I mean, I hate to say it that way, but it's going to be to the point where he's going to protect his money. It sounds like a dick way to look at it.
It does sound like a dick way to look at it, but it's a pragmatic way to look at it.
You work for me. We're gonna make money together. You're gonna, and he's not gonna chance that on something like, So this whole shit about, I've been reading. I don't know if you saw anything about Owen going to the Hall of Fame next year. They're talking about it's a possibility. Martha is talking. His wife, Owen's wife, Martha, is talking about. Yes, no, yes, and then it's back and forth. Fans are saying he is. People are saying she won't let it. And I thought we were over this shit like a long time ago, because I thought I saw something about them settling out of court, and they can use his name on DVDs, they can use his name on shit. I think that's what it was. Is they were going to make an Owen, just a strictly Owen.
That's what I heard.
DVD.
That's what I'm pretty sure was going around. that they're working on an Owen DVD.
And I was like, I will buy that now. Give me money now. You know,
insert the picture of
right.
the guy from Futurama.
Yeah.
Take my money.
The Fry photo.
Yeah, Fry.
Yeah, I would so buy it. I mean, there's a Daniel Bryan DVD coming out here soon. I don't know if you saw a commercial for that. It's called something to do with Yes. I don't remember that, but I'd buy that in a heartbeat. But the Owen DVD, and you know, they're like, you know, we want to drop that. We can possibly put him in the Hall of Fame, kind of like what they did with Warrior. He was in the video game. They gave him out with DVDs for him. He's in the Hall of Fame, and then we all know what happened to him 2 days later. Still, you know, sad fact there. But yeah, most wrestlers seem to pass away from either drug overdoses or painkillers or, you know, certain things like that. But Owen is just that one that stands out to me anyway, as like the worst possible wrestling death, because falling into the ring, and then, I mean, I remember the night it happened. You know, they weren't even showing on pay-per-view. The pay-per-view is on the network, but they
don't show that.
They don't show it. Over the Edge 99. He was just supposed to fight Godfather. Wasn't even a title match or anything. I think Godfather was IC champ at the time, and he was going as Blue Blazer. If he'd have just went as Owen, I'd walk to the ring.
Well, it was the Blue Blazer against the Godfather,
right? But if it would have been just Owen and not Blue Blazer,
yeah,
and walked to the ring, he'd still be here, and he'd have just recently turned 50 years old instead of what happened back in almost. Okay, that was May 23rd of 99. Yes, I remember the date. I had the news article in my room for like the longest time. I'm a hardcore fan. So 99 till 2015, so 16 years ago almost, on the 23rd.
Wow.
Which is nuts.
You remember the date?
Yes, I do. Every year, when I say I'm a fan, I'm a fan. Like, I'm not just. I mean, I can tell you Billy Gunn's kids' names.
Wow.
Yeah, one of them's Austin. It's funny.
That's pretty funny, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Getting back with Owen, if you want to hear something truly, truly touching to the core, read Mick Foley's book, Have a Nice Day.
Great book.
Yeah, and his section about what happened to Owen, kind of a person Owen was, a friend, father, everything. All right.
I remember the tribute show, and everybody said just like the funniest guy to ever be in the back. Like, everybody had nothing but nice things to say about him. Like, everybody they interviewed. I mean, even The Rock was out there, and you know, what got me was the Austin toast at the very end. When he didn't even have to say anything, it's just, I don't need a mic, and he just toasted Owen at the end. And he sat the beer down at the ring and left it. And I'm like, dude, that is like the perfect send-off. Like, right. That is epic. I just wish Brett would have been there, because he was in WCW at the time, right. And it was sad. I can't imagine, you know, him being the youngest out of all the Hearts. And then, you know, Stu and Helen were still around when that happened. So,
yeah.
Sadness.
And getting back to Mick Foley's writing, the words he had for Owen, about Owen, made me name my son after Owen. My oldest son, his middle name is Owen, because of that.
Epic.
Yeah. I wasn't a huge Owen fan. I appreciate everything Owen ever did in the ring. Awesome wrestler. I was just never like a huge fan of his. He was always a heel. I was like, you're a dick. But you know, you're a heel.
I appreciate the heels better than the heroes. I always have.
Right. So, what Owen was as a person, you know, got to me.
Playing a character.
Foley's
again.
Words got to me.
Right. I mean, I have the book sitting over here. If you want
Have
me to
nice
look
day.
up the chapter, I can
Tale
look
of Blood
it
and
up.
Sweat Socks.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Just epic. Glad to say.
So that's my point about Owen.
I mean, what was it, Brett? When Brett came back, I think it was 2005 or whatever. He was wearing a T-shirt on Raw and just had the picture of him and Brett and Owen, and it was like, no words, just there he is. Like, that was the first time Owen's been on Raw in forever. It's like, that's epic. And if Brett's okay with it, then you know it's okay.
And that, of course, didn't help the rift between Brett and Vince at that point.
Oh yeah,
you know.
I think that was right around their WrestleMania match. I could have been wrong. I think I'm wrong on the year, 2005. I don't think that. I don't know.
Well, Brett had already left for WCW at that time.
Well, yeah. He left after Survivor Series '97. So, But when Owen passed, it was May of '99. It was around the time Owen was tagging with Jeff Jarrett.
Right. Damn you, Double J.
Yeah. I will always know how to spell his name.
Damn it, man.
Thank you.
I said that.
I know.
Fucker.
But I said it first on the podcast, so.
Fuck.
It's mine now.
Douche.
I took it.
Asshole.
You didn't say it.
Well,
Puppies. Deborah. But yeah, and then okay, so we got Owen. We got. There's Warrior. There's Savage.
Savage in his car accident. Not wrestling related. He's just driving down the highway. I don't know all the details about it. I won't speculate.
I heard heart attack in the car caused him to hit a tree, and I'm not sure if the heart attack got him or the accident got him, but between the two is what caused it. Somewhere in there.
Fact check us, please.
Warrior, like I said, with the whole I'm at WrestleMania. I'm in the Hall of Fame. WrestleMania next day, Raw the next night, and then pass away on Tuesday. Very unexpected. Still, I can't remember the cause of that one either. I think it's something to do with heart failure.
It was a heart attack.
Heart failure.
I believe it was. I'm not certain. I really should have researched all these before we started talking about them.
Okay.
But,
Perfect.
Mr. Perfect. God. All right. Before we continue, I just want to throw a shout out to Mrs. Whaley for what she did down here in our new studio.
Oh my goodness.
All right. We're here in the Whaley house. I can't say every, probably half of all the WWE action figures Mr. Whaley owns are strewn about this epic room.
My shrine.
In front of me, the Honky Tonk Man, Vader, Shawn Michaels, Kevin Nash, Razor Ramon, 1-2-3 Kid, Mr. Perfect, Arn Anderson, Ric Flair, and the names just go like that around the room.
There's like 160 of them. I'm not sure how, we could spend a whole podcast talking about what I own.
So shout out to Mrs. Whaley for hooking that up.
Thank you, dear.
Yeah.
She did it while I was at work. I had no clue. Come downstairs. She asked me to help with laundry and ended up showing me this. And she's like, you like what I did? And I'm like, holy hell.
Yeah, he was probably waiting. He was probably expecting some sort of other surprise.
I was waiting. I expected actually helping with laundry. I didn't know what she was talking about. It was completely out of nowhere. But yeah, she definitely set it up. I mean, they were in boxes in the garage for months, just sitting in there, not doing nothing. I mean, the belts are around the room.
Oh yeah,
dude.
The big gold belt right next to me here. This is beautiful.
Yep. Much love and respect.
Before we when we get done recording, we're going to take pictures of all this and post it on the page.
Oh, definitely. I can definitely do that.
Because you got to see the inspiration I'm looking at here.
The IC title signed by Chris Jericho right next to it.
Yes.
Shout out to Chris Jericho. Thank you much. Chaw County Mall, 2009, I believe it was. You had to buy a Fozzy album just to get in line to see Jericho.
I'm fine with that.
That's all right. $15 for an autograph. I don't care.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Seems a little pricey for a Fozzy album.
It's Jericho.
Okay.
He invented that.
Nice and kidded.
What is a juggalo? A Hulkamaniac. He power bombs motherfuckers in the thumbtacks. People like him till they find out he's unstable. He sabooed your mama through a coffee table. What is a juggalo? A juggalo. That's what it is. Well, fuck if I know. What is a juggalo? I don't know, but I'm down with the clown and I'm down for life, yo. Get the fuck out here.
So WWE Payback is coming up this Sunday.
Yep.
We just do a little prediction thing if we can. And before we do, we're not going to be entirely WWE based. All right.
Never have been.
Never have been.
Pro wrestling fans, not just WWE.
All right. In my opinion, it's easy to focus on WWE because of all the stuff they've got there, because of the network. All right.
Right.
And
I mean, no doubt they're the biggest wrestling corporation out there because they bought up everything else.
Right.
Let me shout out and say real quick that all these fans saying the Attitude Era was the greatest era in wrestling need to remember the fact of why it was the greatest era in wrestling, and it wasn't because of, there was the highlights. There's Stone Cold, The Rock, DX, Nation. I get that. But I say in one word that the whole reason why the Attitude Era was great is because you had options. And when I say options, I mean Nitro. you were able to flip back and forth and see what Goldberg or Hogan or everybody else was doing. NWO, you know, the Cruiserweight, Steve Malenko, Jericho, Hoovy. You know, you had choices. If you didn't like what Nitro was doing, you flip back to Raw to see Kane and Undertaker trying to embalm Stone Cold Steve Austin or whatever it was. And then if you didn't care for Boss Man versus Al Snow for the hardcore title, you flip back to the Cruiserweight division and see El Dandy versus La Parka or whatever the situation might be.
Dandy.
Yes! Super Calo. Shout out. Oh, man. Mask and sunglasses. Come on. That was just epic. He was way before his time, dude. That was... I thought he was the best, one of the best cruiserweights that didn't get any kind of recognition.
And with you going that far into that, I will quote Paul Heyman and say, ECW was the first victim of the Monday Night Wars. Fuck you, Eric Bischoff.
I like we said before, ECW was what made us even talk to each other. What was that, English class?
English class.
Yeah. Like, you know, I forget what the exact comment was that made us start talking about it, but, you know, ECW. What do you know about ECW? What do you know about ECW? And then we just kind of went from there.
It's Bubba Ray Dudley, not Bubba Ray Dudley.
Dude,
I think that was our conversation.
It's not Brother Ray. It's Bubba Ray.
No, that was before Brother Ray.
Oh, you're talking about...
You had it like written down, I think.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, it's Bubba Ray.
Right.
And you're like, it's Bubba Ray.
Right, with the hyphen.
Like yeah.
I got the hyphen, you know,
yeah.
and Devon and what is it, 7, 8 Dudley brothers and family members. Everybody from Dudleyville, which you can't find on GPS at all.
Thank God. Or whoever.
Wouldn't you like to be a Dudley too? I'm like, oh yeah.
No, thank you.
Love it. So, yeah.
Does that mean I have to dwindle down my gene pool to be a Dudley? Okay, so getting back to WWE Payback, let's start with the pre-show match. The Ascension versus the Meta Powers. I just want to say, the Ascension gave these guys shit about coming out and pretending to be somebody they're not.
I caught that too.
Really, boys?
I
won't call you boys. You could kick my ass every day of the week.
Hey, you know what? Where do I start when I talk about the Ascension?
I'm glad they don't wear spikes on their pads. That would be a dead giveaway of who they're trying to be.
Or you know, the leather masks with the, you know.
Yeah.
You know, with Mr. Fuji in their corner.
If they had a Mr. Fuji, that would give it away too.
You know.
Of another badass team they're trying to be.
You know, future Hall of Famers, why they're not in there, I don't know.
Right.
Put them in.
I've seen the Ascension stuff from NXT before they started
talking shit. Yes.
This whatever the fuck thing is.
Yes.
Take all that away.
Whoever told them to talk should be stopped.
Stop them from speaking. Take away those spikes and that fucking face paint. Just let them do what they do. Kick ass. All right.
Right.
Make them fucking chronic. For all I care.
Right.
All right.
Well, that's copying another good team.
But you know what? It makes more sense.
Friends with Byron Clark on Facebook, by the way.
Fucking hell. That's awesome.
Right.
But yeah, they need just someone to fucking talk for them. Paul Heyman. I know Paul Heyman's my go-to answer, but that's
because we're Heyman guys.
Yeah, the Ascension is. I like what they do in the ring. I don't like what they have to say. And that's that.
I don't care that they took the Eliminator's finisher and changed it.
Mild.
I mean, it's not it's not as badass as the Eliminator's total elimination, but I see what they were doing. I mean,
can you do a spinning back kick? No? Fuck.
All right.
How about an elbow? All right.
Yeah, elbow him in the face while I sweep his leg. All right. Sweep the leg! Hashtag Karate Kid.
You have a problem with that?
Sweep the knee.
But Sensei, I'll get disqualified.
Sweep the knee.
Then there's their opponents, the Meta Powers. Yes, they're calling them the Meta Powers, and I like it.
I haven't heard them call them that until you said something.
That's how it came up on their announcement on I want to say it was SmackDown when I saw it.
Was it?
Yeah.
Because I just saw Macho Mandow and Axelmania, so I didn't know exactly what they were.
They're calling them the Meta Powers.
Mega Powers 2.0, the sequel, or, you know. And everybody's getting on Damien. Well, you got to be the Miz, now you got to be Macho Man, and Randy Savage rolling his grave, and it's like, you know what? Hogan probably gave Axel the endorsement.
Hogan probably gave him the thumbs up, like, fucking do it.
Like, you know what?
I'm
if it's going to get you over, go ahead and do it. And I like how they tried to do the handshake in the ring.
The handshake was
The
great.
the WrestleMania 4 handshake, and you know, the only thing missing
Come
was
on, brother. Take my hand. Shake my hand, man. Let's
Right.
do this.
like put Layla in their corner, dress her up like Elizabeth for all I care.
Layla, she's not doing anything.
Right.
That's awesome.
Right. Give them a diva. You know, Layla Liz. I don't care.
And no. And she's got to have a 1980s makeover.
Give her the long elbow length gloves. And,
Elbow length gloves. The I'm going to the Academy Awards dress.
right. The Grammys and Oscars, and just do your hair up and.
Right. Give her that 1980s hairstyle.
Right, and don't get involved in the matches. Just sit there and clap for the good guys, and yay,
And look sad if they get hurt. Oh no!
right.
You know.
It just that would be perfect. I mean, like we said, we should rewrite it.
Okay.
But you know, the kids might not get it, but fans our age totally
Right.
get it. You know, guys like Kenny.
Marks like us were like, holy shit, that's awesome.
I'm not afraid to be a mark. I'm okay with that. You know, guys like Kenny Osh, shout out. Guys like Roy, shout out. Josh Fields, I know you're listening. You're like our most faithful fan we have.
Shout out Brandon McMahon.
McMahon, still on there, faithful. You know,
Everybody out there that listens, thanks. I mean,
your brother Chris.
yeah, Chris listens.
Chris loves it.
Chris loves it.
Appreciate it. You know,
We talk about him.
We're just two guys that have nothing better to do. So
Yeah.
it's cool.
Who do you see winning that match?
I'm going with Team 80s.
Team 80s?
Yeah.
I like the meta powers in this match too.
I'm going with Team Throwback.
Yeah, Team Throwback.
I mean, if they can do it. I mean, Sandow's over anyway. I mean,
Yeah.
if he's gonna be an impersonator. I mean, hell, Big Show did it. Remember the whole, you know, he came out as Piper one week, came out as Hogan,
Shonan the Barbarian.
came out as he came out as Val Venus one week.
That was awesome.
If Show can do it, why not Sandow? I mean, all these people hating on, you know, you gotta be your own person. Blah, blah, blah. Oh,
Excuse me.
I mean, I think I remember something about Val Venus's, you know, Big Show goes, Val Venus, he says, you know, you're just a tiny little rowboat compared to the Titanic. And Val Venus is like, yeah, but everybody knows the Titanic sank and all this shit. It was kind of epic. If Big Show can impersonate, I mean, hell, look at Rikishi. 3-4 gimmicks you can impersonate. Who else has been? Look at Kevin Nash, Oz. Vinny Vegas.
Well, that's just having different characters. That wasn't doing impressions.
Well, that's what Sandow's doing. He's doing different characters.
Right.
So there it is.
And I think Sandow has a lot of talent, and I think that Joe Hennig has a lot of talent. And putting these two guys together, sorry, Joe Hennig is Curtis Axel. My bad.
Listen, just
Yeah.
man, I wish to God they would let him flourish because when Rock came back for WrestleMania to fight Cena, he trained with Joe.
Right.
And even Rock said he was pretty damn good in the ring. And it's like, if you're going to train with anybody, you know, Curtis Axel, I don't care for the name, but I get why they call him that. That's okay. And I think it was a Paul Heyman thing, by the way, when he was
Paul Heyman guy. Look at that.
Well, if Paul Heyman picks you, then you've done your damn job.
And I actually kind of like the name Curtis Axel. It's kind of cool.
It's grown on me.
Yeah, it's
I'm
grown
okay
on
with it. I get why with the heritage and everything.
Yeah. Curtis for his dad, Axel for his grandfather, Larry the Axe.
Right. Respect there, you know. Kind of like what they did with Rocky Maivia, but
Not as sad.
just not as good. Like Curtis Axel kind of sticks. It's like
Rocky Maivia. Yeah.
Okay.
For one thing, you would have your father's last name.
Right.
It would have been like Peter Johnson.
Right. But Peter Johnson. Like the Fink would just be like, you know what? I don't even want to watch this guy.
It's not going to work.
This guy sucks.
Right.
Right. So that's pretty much why they showed Rocky sucks for the first few months he was there.
So we're both going with the Meta Powers for the pre-show match of the Ascension versus the Meta Powers.
Exactly.
All right. The Bella Twins versus Tamina and Naomi.
You already know how I feel about them damn Bellas.
Yeah.
If you don't watch podcast 2 or listen to podcast 2,
Or just ask you on Facebook.
that
Jesus
too.
Christ.
I went to fuck off last episode, so yeah.
I kind of see the Bellas winning this match.
Why?
just because they're actual sisters, and Tamina and Naomi, while pissed off as they are and wanting to be in the spotlight, I don't know. I just don't see them winning this match.
I don't like Naomi's finisher. I mean, I get it. She got a big old booty, whatever, and what is it called? The rear end or the rump shaker or whatever the hell it's called. I need to find out, but I like the new attitude. I like the new theme music. The change away from the whole somebody's gonna call my mama.
Yeah, she totally got away from the Funkadactyls thing.
The Ernest the Cat Miller ripoff. I get it.
Hey, Ernest the Cat Miller.
He's a friend of mine on Facebook also. Shout out.
Love that.
So
awesome.
is Sonny Ono, by the way.
Sonny Ono.
Yes. I tried to add Ultimate Dragon, but I can't read his page. It's all in Japanese.
Oh,
I can't read Japanese.
translate.
I'll try to figure out. Google that and translator. Your phone's going off.
I don't even know what I was going to say.
You were talking about getting away from the Funkadactyls and the theme
I'm
song.
going to start over the Bellas thing.
Go ahead. I'll play the
Alright.
new theme song because I like it.
Okay. Then there's the Bellas versus Tamina and Naomi. I'm going to go with the Bellas in this match just because, they're actual sisters. And, just they're going to know each other better than Tamina and Naomi. Maybe be able to work together better. I don't see the twin magic thing happening anymore.
That's true. That's true.
It's kind of hard to, show that you're twins and you don't look exactly alike.
It's true. I mean, I like... you know how I feel about the Bellas. I'm not even going to go there.
Oh.
I'm going to play it. I like the new theme.
Yeah.
And it's probably louder than it needs to be.
It's much louder than it needs to be.
That's alright. I like it. I like the attitude. It works. I think it's actually her doing the theme song.
Really?
I think so, because I do remember... I think her... there was something she was... back when I actually cared to watch Total Divas. She's doing something about it. It might have been her or Cameron, but... something about a music career in there somewhere, and she had friends or somebody that was helping her out. So I think that's her, but I'm going with Tamina. And I like Tamina. I've always liked Tamina, even since when she debuted with the Usos.
Yeah.
Superfly's,
They debuted together as a badass unit.
Superfly's daughter. So
Right.
yeah, right there. And then you got the Usos as Rikishi's kids. The second generation thing again, like the Hart Dynasty or. Curtis Axel, third generation
right there.
So I'm all for families in wrestling. I think that's awesome. I wish Jake Roberts had a kid.
He doesn't have a kid?
I don't think he does. Wow. I mean, I know he has a daughter, but she's not involved in wrestling. But
okay.
I wish he had one of his like a son involved in wrestling because. The things that man could teach you would just be...
Jake's a second generation wrestler.
Yeah, his dad was a wrestler.
Grizzly
Adams.
Grizzly Smith,
or something like that. Yeah, it's on...
It's on the Beyond the Mat.
Beyond the Mat is a great documentary. Yeah. Shout out to that if you haven't seen that. Always, dude. Oh. That's probably my favorite
It's 15
DVD.
years old, but it's still a fucking hell of a documentary.
Still, they cover Jake, Foley, Funk, original ECW, Paul Heyman.
The push for draws.
Draws.
That's my favorite part.
That's on there too.
You're gonna puke. He's gonna puke.
Yeah, the whole Vince McMahon promotion. Yeah,
sick.
Vince thought that was great. I don't,
Yeah, making him puke.
All right, you can wrestle, but you can puke. I like that better. Paul Heyman making Francine cry. I know. Yeah.
Then we got. So you're taking Tamina and Naomi in that match?
Yeah, I'm going to go opposite you.
All right.
Yeah.
That's fine. See, all opinions are welcome here on the Pro Wrestling Fans Podcast.
I'm good.
We don't always agree.
Right.
He's a dick. I'm not.
You suck.
Wait, I'm a dick. He's not. Wait, which is it? Sorry.
You suck.
All right. Yeah. People chant, "You suck." Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Just Kurt Angle. I wish it was Kurt Angle.
I would love to see Kurt Angle, even if he didn't wrestle.
I'd like to meet Kurt Angle.
Come to WWE, be an agent, be backstage, do something, and get in the Hall of Fame. Get in the Hall of Fame.
First ballot Hall of Fame. If there was a vote, first ballot Hall of Fame.
Oh my goodness. Just go in the Hall of Fame and retire. Like, that's it.
Right. Moving back. Let's see. 2 out of 3 falls match for the WWE Tag Team titles. Tyson Kidd and Cesaro. Tyson Kidd and Antonio Cesaro.
Antonio. See,
Probably
they
with
forgot.
Natalia there.
No, Natalia looks... I've said it before. She looks a lot hotter now that they've changed their attitude. I don't know what it is. I just like her better now. Heel, face, whatever it is. I mean, they started going heel, and then they came back. You know, like Cesaro and Kid were heel. They got with Natalia. She started going heel, and then they turned them all face. And it's like, I'm okay with that. I don't even mind whatever the situation. But now they're going against your favorite clappers.
Don't even do it.
You love your clappers.
Just don't.
We did.
Day. You're going under the Freebird rule, which this guy right here predicted.
That's okay. I'm still kind of upset yet happy with Xavier Woods. Upset with the fact that he didn't win the title, but he wears it like he's a champ. And happy with him because I'm sorry, the man is hilarious.
He's a member of the team, and the team is the tag team champions.
I get that. You know, Freebirds, Demolition, I get it. You know, Crush, I don't think did anything, but neither did Xavier Woods.
Crush let Axe wrestle less.
Repo Man. Smash. Yes.
Repo Man.
Barry Darso.
Barry Darso.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call it now and say it's gonna be match of the night.
Really?
Just for the simple fact, Cesaro's wrestling skill. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't like New Day either. But Kofi can go. Cesaro can go. Tyson can go. Big E's got the power. I mean, he hasn't proven himself to me as like a great wrestler. He's just one of them powerhouses that the E likes to promote to the point where
he's got that strength and that I want to say that maybe that look now that they like.
He looks funny.
He looks funny.
Dude, have you seen some of the facial expressions he makes?
Yes, I have. It's just wow.
And then he's the whole. I don't know if he's trying to be like a pastor or you know, you were there in Cincinnati. He's making fun of Pete Rose.
Do not make fun of Pete Rose in Cincinnati, sir.
Bitch.
If I could have screamed, which at Raw, I had a horrible sore throat. I was fighting off a cold. I'm actually still fighting it off.
Well, thanks.
I couldn't participate in any of the fucking chants
Daniels.
in the crowd. Yeah, none of the woo that was going around. Couldn't do shit.
Oh, they do that all the time.
Right. None of the John Cena sucks.
Oh, yeah.
None of that.
And
I probably just butchered it right now because I'm still kind of sick.
Oh.
But I couldn't yell at that man when he said something about Pete Rose.
Yeah.
I'll say it now. Fuck you, Big E.
Yeah. I remember one time, I texted you on Monday. I'm going to say it on the podcast, though. I remember years back, Christian was heel and said the most attractive woman in Cincinnati was Marge Schott. That's this man texted me back one word, said gross. Like, I can't remember. I think I turned around to some females behind me and I'm like, that's not true. That's just not true. Like, I get the heel, you know, what... I get the heel, you know, you gotta cause heat and I make fun of the teams, make fun of the Bengals, make fun of the Reds, you know, but Pete Rose is a sensitive subject over this way, so,
right.
You know, we say put him in, and then, you know, who are we to judge? You're gonna gamble, but yet you put us and give us a damn fucking Hollywood casino downtown, and we got Lawrenceburg right across the fucking...
Right.
But yet, no, he's gambling. He's betting against his own team.
Well,
I can't tell you how many times I bet against the Reds.
I don't even think he bet against the Reds.
Or
I don't think he bet on Reds games. I think he bet against, you know, on other games. I could be wrong.
So why is he not allowed in the Baseball Hall of Fame?
Because he bet on baseball.
So?
Yeah, that's my point, too.
Right.
I
don't know.
But, see, we're digressing. It's
see,
fun.
We did it again.
Yeah. All right, I'll say this about Pete Rose. All right. They wouldn't have won the World Series without Pete Rose putting that team together. He was a manager at the time, but he put that team together.
The Reds haven't won a series since 91, my friend. The Reds have not won a series since 91.
I know.
There's a reason for that.
And I'm going to say now, if their manager doesn't, you know, get his shit together, that Pete Rose might be manager of this team next year. You heard it first here on the Pro Wrestling Fans podcast.
Even though we're talking about baseball.
Right.
It's all right.
Right. Digressing into baseball.
Right.
Okay. Who do you got? New Day, Cesaro and Kid.
I want to say Cesaro and Kid, but I'm going to say the numbers game is going to play for the New Day, and they're going to retain and just cause more heat for themselves. They won the title by cheating. They retained the rematch by cheating. I think somehow, some way. I mean, we've talked about it before. Depending on who's actually in the match, which two they choose, Kofi and Big E, or Kofi and Xavier, or Xavier and Big E, whichever of the three, it might favor them either way. But I mean, I love just to watch Cesaro and some of the shit he can do. I watched the high flying Tyson Kidd. I mean, he made Kofi tap on SmackDown just last night. I haven't seen anybody tap to a sharpshooter since
Brett.
boy, and made it look so painful. Like Kofi's trying to get out of it, trying to grab the ropes. Tyson just moves him to the center, and then he tries to go to the other rope,
as you should do with that move.
Center, like, oh, dude, just sat down with it, pulled on it like Kofi, and then he didn't have a choice. It's like, oh, I tapped. Like, oh, I haven't seen. No, Natalya made somebody tap, but those are divas, so. You know,
so it doesn't count.
I mean, women are more frail than men.
Oh shit,
they are. I mean, they're not.
Should I edit that out?
No. I'm not sexist whatsoever. I love my wife. No, I'm just saying women are 120, 130. Men are 260, 275. It's gonna hurt a lot more if a guy's doing it than a woman's doing it. That's all.
Holy shit.
What? It's not a sexist comment. I'm sorry, but you would not tap to Natalya as much as you would to Tyson Kidd.
What are we talking about here?
The sharpshooter.
Okay.
In the bedroom, then maybe different. Natalya can make me tap if she wants
Tyson
to.
Kidd in there. What the fuck is
No,
he doing?
Tyson Kidd ain't allowed. You go play with your cats.
Go play with your cat.
I'll take care of Natalya.
Did you know he's 34 years old? He's my age.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Wow. Anyway, I agree that I think that the New Day is going to win this match. And here's why. I think they're going to use the Freebird rule in all the different falls of the match.
That's possible.
Yeah.
I didn't think of that.
Yeah.
Like if Xavier gets tired, Big E comes in instead.
Okay, they figured out this combination. We're going to switch it up now.
Right. So once the fall's over, it's a different match, and oh wow.
Right.
Yeah, that's very doable. That's brilliant, actually.
Yeah, see what I did there?
Wow. That's like Heineken. That's brilliant.
Yeah. So I see New Day winning the first fall. Tyson Kidd and Cesaro winning the second fall.
Right.
New Day switches it up again.
Nice.
All right.
That would make perfect sense. Like if Kofi got injured or too tired or something.
Or not even that, just to fuck with them.
That too.
Yeah.
Instead of Kofi, use Xavier or whatever.
Right.
Man, that's actually genius.
See?
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah. WWE, you can reach me at ProWrestlingFansPodcast at gmail.com.
Come on with it.
Or TNA.
You can hire us both. Ring of Honor.
Ring of Honor.
Hey, Jeff Jarrett, Global Force.
Jeff Jarrett, I would love to work for you, sir.
Dude, I don't care what nobody says about you. You are brilliant. Brilliant. I don't care. You gave us TNA when TNA was awesome. The reason TNA sucks now, a lot of the reason is you're not involved with it no more.
Yeah.
When Dixie, Hogan, and Bischoff took over.
Let's not digress any further.
I know.
That'll take that's another 2 hours.
Digress and segues aplenty.
Bray Wyatt versus Ryback.
Bray Wyatt.
I agree.
Oh,
Bray Wyatt.
All
day long.
Dude, no contest. Why are you feuding with Ryback? Why are you trying to build him into a decent feud with anybody? I'm not a Ryback fan. Feed me less, because no. You can be hungry all you want. Go find a buffet. I don't care. I'm a Bray Wyatt fan. What is it? The Kiss of Death or Sister Abigail? Just hit it on him. Bell ring. 1, 2, 3. I don't.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Wu-Tang Clan with this right now, and I'll fucking tie you to a chair and just keep feeding you and feeding you and feeding you and feeding you. Torture, motherfuckers.
Rest in peace, ODB.
Yeah, rest in peace, ODB.
Yeah. White boys know what we're talking about.
Yes.
Yeah, totally Bray Wyatt. I don't even understand the point of the feud. When he was doing the little promos and talking about muscles and lifting weights, and I'm like, who the hell is he talking about?
Cena.
And I'm like,
but he's done that. Been there, done that.
Ryback's not even a main character. I mean, he's got some fans, he's got some following for some reason, but I wouldn't even, I'm not even close to anywhere near a Ryback fan. So
I think they're pushing Bray Wyatt down at this point.
Why? He's beat Cena. He's beat Daniel Bryan. He's beat
exactly.
I mean,
Ryback isn't going to be I don't see him as a top talent anymore. He's not getting that top level push. So to put Bray Wyatt against him is only hurting Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt,
in my opinion.
Bray Wyatt needs to feud. I hate to say this.
He went from the Undertaker at WrestleMania
Right.
to Ryback.
Right. I mean, you lost to Taker. No shame in that. I
Fine.
get that.
That's the Undertaker in WrestleMania.
You know,
Yeah.
you
How
pretty
many-
much walk into Mania if you're fighting Taker. Shit.
What's that number again of Undertaker's win losses at WrestleMania?
That is
it's a lot.
22-1.
Yeah. You know who that we know who that one was, all right?
Yeah, Paul Heyman tells us every time
Yeah.
he can.
Yeah. Ryback is not that one.
Not at all.
Okay. So him losing to the Undertaker at WrestleMania is not a big deal. Did not hurt him at all.
Gave him a great match though.
Gave him a fantastic match.
I loved it. I mean, there's some highlights. The crab walk.
Right.
And then Taker
Oh,
sits
the
up,
crab
and
walk.
that's just
Undertaker
creepy in
looking at
itself.
that shit creepy as hell, like, ugh.
And then,
what
he
are you
looks
doing?
at him, and
Ugh.
Bray Wyatt just is like, okay, never mind. Like, maybe later. But dude,
I thought that was gonna freak you out. It didn't. It didn't.
right. And like I said, I'm gonna hate to say this. Who is, other than Cena, who is WWE's top guy right now? It's fucking Roman. I'm
Roman
not a big
Reigns?
Roman fan. The girls love him, and they're pushing him to the frickin' moon. This is his second, third title shot just this year. Won the Rumble. All this goodness. Put Wyatt against Roman, Ultimate Good Guy.
That would have been a better.
versus the
That would have made a lot more
bad
sense
guy.
as a
Right.
feud for Bray Wyatt at this point. too.
Exactly. And then
But then the question becomes, where do you put Ryback? I don't know. NXT.
not in the card. I mean, find anybody. I don't care. Find Zack Ryder. He's not.
Zack Ryder. Come on, I like Zack Ryder.
I like Zack Ryder too. Give that man more airtime. Fight him. Put him. Tag. Where's Kurt Hawkins at?
Let him go.
Hawkins
Future
away.
Endeavored.
Did they?
Yeah. Another tag team. They split up before they should have, and Future Endeavored one of them.
I just saw somewhere that he tagged at a house show. They put Zack Ryder with an Uso, the one that's not injured, and put him. Why? I don't get that either.
To give him something to do.
I guess, but I'm going Bray Wyatt all the way,
All right.
100%.
I'm going Bray Wyatt too.
I'm not a. I can't be a Ryback fan. I just no. Skip Sheffield.
Skip Sheffield.
Feed me less. Hashtag feed me less.
Feed me less. All right. Then we got Neville and Barrett.
Neville,
Adrian Neville and Bad News Barrett.
talk. Give me Neville. I'm liking the way, and the same goes with Kalisto. I'm liking the way that the new faces are getting over.
Kalisto is awesome.
I like Kalisto. I don't care for Sin Cara so much. I do like the fact that there's a new tag team. You know, is because tag team wrestling, like they used to say, is hip hop is dead. Tag team wrestling is dead. We only got about 6 teams anyway.
Well, they're not really pushing it. Like
They're
they
not.
used to.
I wish Triple H would get behind it, but I guarantee you Vince is still, no matter what Triple H does, Vince
Triple
still
H,
runs the show.
He can only do so much. Vince has the final say.
Right on.
You know.
Right.
So I mean, there's only so much he can do.
I mean, I know Triple H in a second would take the penny titles and get rid of them and bring back the.
Those tag titles are.
I miss the Outlaw tag titles.
They say
You know
world tag team titles on them. There should be the globe on them again. They're just the way they were. Why the fuck did you need to change them anyway?
I don't know, dude. Those were the tag titles for. Oh my god. Like Rhythm and Blues had those tag titles,
Right.
all the way to until the Raw and SmackDown brand extension, and then they made the red tag titles and the blue tag titles.
Yeah.
I didn't care for those. I mean, they were still better than the penny belts, though. I hate these fucking penny belts.
Penny belts. Hashtag penny belts.
Yes.
That's gonna be on Facebook and Twitter later on.
Love it.
Hashtag penny
Hashtag the
belts.
shit out of it.
I'm
All
right. Neville and Barrett. Who do you got?
I got Neville.
Why?
The whole King of the Ring thing, he's just more of an... I mean, I like Barrett. Don't get me wrong. I'm okay with him. I was okay with him IC champ, but then that whole... Right before WrestleMania, there's 6 other guys. He barely held it. Everybody else was stealing it.
Yeah.
I forgot he was the IC champ while going into Mania.
Yeah.
Then he lost. So, now the title's vacant. And hopefully... I don't even want Barrett to be in a chance to get it, even though I think he will be. Elimination Chamber, but I already read who won that, and I don't want to spoil it yet.
Yeah, no spoilers.
Okay, no spoilers there. But
I hate spoilers.
um,
No. Why don't you mouth it at me? Don't do that.
I like Neville's chances. I like the fact that he's an up-and-comer. It's his first official WWE pay-per-view. His finisher is awesome. His offense is awesome. And I'm just going with Neville.
Okay. I actually kind of see Barrett winning this match just because he's the king of the ring, and it'll only help him in that way.
It does seem to.
It doesn't help him to lose a match after becoming king of the ring.
Unless he, maybe a count-out victory or something.
Right.
It is a normal match, so...
If Neville wins by count-out, that doesn't hurt him.
Right. Or disqualification or something.
Yeah.
But I can see that happening.
Right.
So if Barrett does win, I can see him cheating to win or holding the tights or whatever the case may be. I mean, bigger, first WWE pay-per-view for Neville, which would be awesome if he won. But like you said, I can see Barrett, with the more experience as far as the WWE way goes.
Yeah.
He's gonna cheat or something to get the job done.
It could be.
So,
quick sidebar. On the last episode of Chris Jericho's podcast.
Yes,
I forget the name of it. That was Stephanie.
Oh.
He was talking to Sheamus, actually.
Oh.
And in the UK, Sheamus and Barrett and Drew Galloway
yes,
were longtime buddies.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure I heard Barrett give a little shout out to Drew Galloway.
Wow.
When he said something like "Rise up."
I did hear him say "Rise up."
Right, he said "Rise up," and I'm like, wait a minute, that's the Rising, Rise Up.
Right.
That's Drew Galloway's little thing in
shout
TNA. Was that a little shout out?
He was doing
Could
that.
have been.
That's very possible. And that's even awesome because oh my God, I was a huge Drew McIntyre fan, Drew Galloway, whatever you want to call him. Just awesome talent that they did not know what to do with.
Exactly.
I mean, I love the fact that he was IC champ so early, and then they gave him a rivalry with nobody other than Teddy Long, and it's like, really?
Yeah, you're not actually fighting somebody, you're fighting the GM.
Right.
And it's usually a face wrestler getting screwed over by a heel GM.
Right.
And the reverse doesn't really appeal.
It didn't work.
Yeah. I mean, I like that they called him Vince supposedly called him, the future.
Oh yeah, he had endorsement from Vince.
Right.
And then the next, and then months later, shit on. I mean, he did have a tag title reign with Cody.
Yeah.
And I guarantee a lot of people forgot about that, but
I forgot about that.
Yeah. So, I mean, he goes to other federation. He's heavyweight champ already. So
he is.
Before he went to TNA, I forget.
If it's some like European promotion.
It was. It's over there.
Yeah, he went back home, won some big title there.
Right.
That's not here.
Right. I mean, it's still wrestling, so it's still.
I'm not saying it doesn't count. I'm just saying that
a lot of people don't know about it.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't know about it.
Yeah.
But that was just my little point that I thought that was kind of cool. Little shout out
to his boy.
Yeah, a little shout out to his homie. Then we got Dolph Ziggler and Sheamus.
Dean Ambrose made Sheamus his bitch on Raw. That was hilarious. I'm sorry, not Raw. SmackDown. I don't know if you saw SmackDown.
I didn't see SmackDown.
He pretty much grabs his mohawk and laughs at him while he's beating the shit out of him.
I love Dean Ambrose.
Love my boy Dean Ambrose. Hometown hero.
That's not a Cincinnati thing either. I just love his character.
You know what?
I don't give a shit that he's from... All right, him being from Cincinnati makes him get cheered here.
Right.
The crowd was fucking going nuts on Monday.
Love it. Is there any truth to the fact that all Cincinnati wrestlers are crazy? I mean, look at Pillman. Cincinnati. I see a lot of Pillman in Dean Ambrose.
Maybe it's just, an homage to Pillman, some of the things he does.
That'd be awesome.
I mean,
that'd be awesome.
Don't pull a gun on anybody, but I'm just saying.
One of the highest rated segments ever on Raw. Even though it was like...
That shit looked too real.
Cops went to his house.
His real house. It wasn't like... It wasn't like, hey, we're setting up in this house for this segment on Raw.
Right.
No, that was his fucking house.
That was legit.
Yeah.
It wasn't like the Randy Orton Triple H shit when he threw him through the window and whatever before WrestleMania. That was like his wife screamed, and that wasn't part of the plot. Like we're okay, that's fucking Kevin Kelly, get the fuck out. Like
right, Kevin Kelly, why are you still standing there?
You got years before Ring of Honor. Get your ass out.
Right.
I like Ziggler. I don't know why he had face paint on Raw. I don't know if you saw that. He had like eyeliner.
He had eyeliner on Raw?
Yeah,
I didn't see that.
He looked like Billy Gunn's stepchild.
He already does look like Billy Gunn's stepchild.
I swear to God, if he comes out to Ass Man next week,
he does the famouser.
Or
the rocker dropper.
Rocket dropper.
Rocker.
He
dropper.
does. Oh, that's right. He does. I mean, I don't know.
He still called it the famouser though.
It was the famouser, but I don't know what he calls it now. I never liked it. I mean,
I think they called it famouser, but it was originally the rocker dropper.
I like zigzag. The move, it's okay. I don't care for the
grabbing dude's head and slamming the back of his head into the mat.
I don't care for the name zigzag though. That's just a little too elementary for me. It's like
it's borderline Spinneroonie level.
What goes with Ziggler? Zigzag.
Spinneroonie.
Let him come out next week to this. I mean, it would be.
I'm a nice man.
Just, I would love it.
You're killing me, dude. Don't make me laugh.
It's epic. I don't know who to go. Double count out, double DQ. I don't know. I just see it like a feud that's not going to end anytime soon.
Yeah. I kind of see Sheamus just walking away with it. I don't really have a reason for it. Just I think he'll win it.
I don't know which way to go with that.
I don't think they. I think there's shit going on with Dolph, but again, I'm not in the back, so I can't say for sure.
Yeah, I heard he's
some
in
of
trouble.
the websites. Yeah, there's bullshit going on.
He likes to voice his opinion, and
yeah,
apparently in the backstage area, not here, they don't like that. So.
Yeah, we like it here.
Yeah,
but we're not Vince McMahon.
Right. If you badmouth the boss, I mean, no chance in hell you're getting title shots. And,
what was that?
No
There's
that word again.
No chance in hell.
Guarantee it. But yeah, so I'm gonna go and just say all out brawl, double DQ, count out type situation.
I could see that. The I Quit match for the U.S. title, John Cena against Rusev.
All right. Here's what I heard. Here's what I like. Here's what I'm going with.
All right, let's hear it.
Rusev dominates. Accolade. John Cena's not giving up because I never give up. I'm the superhero from Massachusetts, whatever the hell. I didn't wear my cape today,
Baltimore?
but I'm still. No, he's from.
I know, like Worcester or something like that.
I forget. It's Massachusetts somewhere. Spell Massachusetts. But anyway.
M-A-S. He's not. Yeah, he's from Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Boston.
It's close to Boston.
Boston. Where'd you park your car?
Something like that. Where'd you park your car? But, so he's got him in the Accolade. Rusev's mumbling something in Russian. Blah, 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 whatever. And Lana. He says, I quit. Rusev says, I quit. Screws Rusev.
Oh.
Cena wins. Lana goes face. Because we want Lana.
Wow.
Lana is going to be, mark my words, the top diva in the Divas division.
Really?
Not as a wrestler, though. She's going to be loved like Sonny and Sable used to be. Like, we just want to see her. We don't want her to do anything. Put your hair down. Come out as an American because you're from Florida. I don't care. Her name is CJ Perry, and she's from fucking Palatka, Florida. Yes.
She comes out, drops the whole... She comes out, drops the Russian gimmick like she was fucking Kofi Kingston.
Dude. Exactly. I thought, where'd your accent go?
What happened to your accent?
Right. Google CJ Perry.
Okay.
There's pictures of her running with Daisy Dukes on, running with the American flag. If you haven't seen it, it's online.
Oh, so they could incorporate that into it.
Exactly. Cena
okay.
Cena, all he has to do is put it on the Titantron and be like, look. And they're like, oh.
She's from Florida.
Right. There's pictures of her, modeling pictures and things like that from back before she was in WWE. And all they have to do is bring back that she's an American and, Rusev made me do it and all this, whatever.
He made me do it. She talks in plain fucking English.
Yeah. I have been learning America good, like, or English or whatever the hell.
Or no, like she, just drops the accent and for some reason, says, he made me learn Russian and stuff like that. Yeah.
Right. I mean, I don't want Cena to retain, but I will say that the open challenge thing has been kind of an entertaining thing for Raw, because every week you're like, who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? And then like I said last time with Stardust, it's like, Cena won this.
Right.
But then with Neville and Sami Zayn,
Neville was a great match.
You kind of thought he might lose it, and that was like, wow, this is like, you're letting former NXT guys and everybody else on the roster get a title shot, even though we kind of knew,
right.
Oh, you're getting fed to Cena. But
right, going in that, I mean, we knew that the thing was going to be him and Rusev at another pay-per-view. Mm-hmm. All right, so we could look at it and go, yeah, and they're not going to fucking walk away with that title.
Right.
Cena's fighting Rusev for the title. What the fuck's going on here?
This is their last meeting, apparently. This is like the end of the feud after this one.
So anything up to this point is just stupid for them to put the title up on the line.
Right.
Because fans that haven't thought about it are going to go, wait, he's already defending the title against him at the pay-per-view. Mm-hmm. Why would he drop it now?
It's been three consecutive pay-per-views they fought for the title now, and it just makes sense to end it now.
Right. So that's what I mean. If they would have waited till after the feud was over, and he goes, all right, fine, I beat Rusev 3 times in a row. You know what? Anybody else in the back wants it now? Come and fucking take it from me.
I do like that aspect. I don't care for Cena. I'm not a Cena fan in the least, but I do like the whole, I invite anybody to get a shot.
Right.
I like the whole speech he gives before, this means opportunity, this means, this and that, which is okay. There's people that say, oh, John Cena's burying the competition by just beating them, and, I don't care who it is, Dean Ambrose, Stardust, Kane, Heath Slater, whatever the person may be. But fucking Sami Zayn damn near beat him like 3 times.
Right.
And that was, I mean, you kind of knew that they weren't going into a huge pay-per-view with a fight in Rusev, and you knew Cena wasn't going to lose it, but the idea that he might was like, holy shit. Again, like you said, the match with Neville, badass. And then the interference, of course not.
And the crowd gave it away, you assholes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, you heard him coming. As soon as he...
I saw it from my angle at US Bank Arena, on Facebook or on Twitter.
Uh-huh.
I saw the crowd turn it around. I'm like, here goes fucking Rusev.
Right, you see it coming. I mean, even if the camera angles on TV don't see it, you see it in person.
I saw the thing that holds his flag being lowered down before he even came out, and I'm like, here he comes.
Right, it kind of spoils it.
Yeah,
you're like, oh man. I mean, I've been there a couple times when there's a live event. I remember back when Eddie was still alive. They're on a commercial break for everybody watching TV, and then they bring out the lowrider or whatever, or JBL's limo, or
clutching at the heartstrings, bringing out the lowrider. Assholes,
dude. They'd bring out JBL's limo for JBL, or they'd bring out whatever the props necessary for the ring, for the peep show, or the what was Edge's show? The Cutting Edge.
Cutting Edge.
So yeah, Piper's Pit, whatever the case may be, you'd always knew it was coming.
Yeah.
But I think Lana's gonna use it. Screw Rusev. Cena's gonna retain.
Yeah.
Oh, that hurts saying that, but yeah.
Yeah, I see Cena retaining. I just think that his whole thing of if you want this title, come and get it.
They're gonna
could have waited until after their feud was over.
Well, yeah.
For it to be really something that you could see somebody in the ring taking that title from him.
Right. I like I said, I see him. I see people's point of view where they're saying he's crushing and burying competition, but I also see the people that are saying he's building up the title to make it more important.
Yeah, I could see that building up the title thing too. But I mean, if it doesn't have the look that the person could actually walk away with the title,
right? It's got to be believable in order for us to be like, oh shit! Like when Kane come out, nobody expected Kane, but then again, it's Kane, so we're like,
and Cena's like, okay,
like all right, Kane, all right then,
let's do it.
And then you're like, well, it's only Kane, so I mean, there's some diehard Kane fans out there. I don't know if you've seen Facebook and Twitter, and they fucking love Kane. Like, oh, I can't wait until you put the mask back on. Why don't you kill people and shit like you used to? And I'm like, you never killed nobody. He did retire Ahmed Johnson, though. He did. I'm a friend of Tony Norris on Facebook, by the way.
I invited him to the Facebook group.
AKA Ahmed Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to you, brother.
Think he's listening?
I don't know. I tried to put him on the Facebook group. I said, would you like to join the group? He wrote me back and said, I don't remember agreeing to be a part of any group.
Yeah.
And that's the last I heard of it.
That's fine.
But he wrote me back, so I was kind of happy about that. And I'm like, hell yeah, Ahmed Johnson
I
wrote me.
invited you to it, so you're kind of in it.
Right. So I'm going, sadly, with Cena.
Yeah, I see Cena retaining too, which is unfortunate for Rusev because I don't see what he does from here.
Feed him Ryback.
Cena, Rusev versus Ryback.
There you go. You want to know what to do with Ryback? Give him Rusev.
Yeah. Feed you more? Heh. How about some Russian?
Right. Feed him Russian.
So, all right. I think now the fatal four-way for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and Randy Orton.
Main event.
A lot of fucking R's in there. Jesus Christ.
Not R's. It's the Shield versus Orton.
It's the Shield versus Randy Orton is what it is.
Now, I'm seeing a lot of Reunite the Shield posts. I'm seeing how epic it would be. You know, how, just have Randy Orton come out himself, and then you hear Sierra Hotel, India, Delta,
Dude,
Shield.
if you heard that, they all came out together.
Dude, and then just all three walk down the ramp, and I'm hearing a lot of them. Right. Oh, yeah. I'll play it. Don't play it. I love that. That was my ringtone for months. I've also heard that they all come out separate, do their match, whatever, and then Orton somehow pisses all three of them off or whatever. Gives RKO to Seth, RKO to Dean, RKO to Randy or Roman. They all kick out, all get pissed, triple powerbomb that motherfucker, and just hey, I censored myself again.
Yeah, why'd you? Never mind.
Yeah, and I'm used to the PG. No, I'm playing. Powerbomb that motherfucker into the ground.
There we go.
And just put out the fists and just that dude.
And then just say Seth pinning.
Epic moment and give Seth the win. And be a heel faction again as the Shield in the Authority. Nothing's fucking with that. I'm sorry.
Shield and the Authority together?
The Shield working for the Authority. I'm sorry. Kane's not doing nothing. He's turning the face. Big Show hasn't been seen since he got buried under a table.
And then that would almost force Big Show to turn face.
Again. Big Show's had more heel turn faces than the guy on fucking Nightmare Before Christmas. The mayor. Heel turn face. The two-faced mayor. Yeah. Love that movie.
I've only seen it once.
I'm a big kid. I own it. You need to borrow it.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that.
I've only seen it once. I watch it every Halloween.
I'm sorry. I haven't seen it more than once.
Oh my god, I can quote that movie. But I'm a huge Disney fan, by the way. But yeah, just it's a possibility, and I'm going to just go random and say Rollins retains one way or another. I would appreciate it because not only does Rollins always find a way out, he reminds me of Edge a lot when he was rated R superstar, ultimate opportunist, always found a way to win, always found a way out. Rollins is kind of like that with the J&J security, and he'd be even more defended if he got Roman and Dean on his side, and you're being watched by your boys again, like. We did it for the money or whatever, just turn heel all three.
The ultimate sellout moment.
Bruh.
Then you have way too many heels though going on.
I mean, look at Dean. Okay, Dean he's actually winning now and he's getting cheered. But what else has he done other than, he's got a few wins here and there recently. But he hasn't done anything really relevant other than since there's a rivalry with Wyatt. Roman got booed at the Rumble, got screwed out of his title shot at WrestleMania.
Booed so bad at WrestleMania.
Oh my god.
Or the Rumble.
Perfect opportunity to go heel. Fuck you guys. I'm back as my brothers. I'm back as the pack of wolves, whatever the hell you want to call it. And we're going to dominate the fuck out of you guys again. Nobody was touching the Shield for the longest time.
And the tag titles are vacant.
Bruh. The IC title is vacant. Give that shit to Roman or Dean. Perfect. Give the tie titles to Dean and Roman. Hello.
IC title, Dean Ambrose. John Cena's next little, you want to take this title thing? Roman Reigns.
Perfect.
Boom.
Or the other way around. Or
the other way around. Doesn't matter.
Give Roman the IC, let Dean get the US.
I'd actually like to see Roman beat Cena.
That's all right. I could see. Well, I mean, I don't think they fought yet. I mean, other than the Shield, you know, when they
right.
Yeah, other than that, but like 1-on-1, I don't think they've done that. I don't think. I could be wrong, but you know, they love Roman. They love Roman. They love Cena. Put them together. Then he goes heel, and it's like, oh, that's perfect. SummerSlam or whatever the hell.
Yeah.
Big pay-per-view coming up. I'm not sure what's after Payback. I know we got Elimination Chamber coming.
But that's going to be on the network.
On 31st.
Which bothers me.
I don't know why they brought it back. And I thought they got rid of it for a reason when they had Fastlane, which I don't understand what they did. I mean, I understand the road to WrestleMania, Fastlane. But Elimination Chamber should be a match, not a pay-per-view.
Right.
I've said that so many times. Just like Money in the Bank.
Halloween Havoc.
God, yes.
Bring back Halloween Havoc. Main event of Halloween Havoc. Elimination Chamber. There you go, WWE.
Perfect.
My gift to you.
Perfect. Dude, just.
All right. I'm gonna go back to what we were talking about. We'll come back to this. All right. The main event, the 4-way for the WWE Heavyweight title.
Rollins retains.
Just looking at it the way it is right now.
Yep.
Aside from any thinking about what could happen. I mean, as far as the Shield reuniting,
right?
I still say Rollins retains in this scenario that they're laying out just right now, as it is.
Right.
Rollins retains.
Don't get me wrong.
Ultimate opportunist.
Right.
Just like Edge was.
Right.
He'll find a way. Just like he snuck in at WrestleMania, which was fucking epic.
Right. I mean, some people were like, "I don't see," I wouldn't think it's, didn't even see it coming. I called that shit.
Yeah.
There's always a plan B. Like, dude, I swear to God, he's going to be the first one to do it. And they weren't ready.
Yeah. So, be as pissed off as you want him for cashing in the title shot at WrestleMania.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I'm just waiting. I just want to hear this, and I don't care anybody else.
You're going to get us sued or something.
No, we're not getting sued because Vince McMahon isn't listening. This is for the fans, by the fans. You've said it before.
Dude, you're going to... I own my house, and you're going to fuck me up.
I own this house.
Damn it.
I'm a fan, damn it.
It's still real to me.
It's still
real to me, damn it.
I just want to hear this. I'll
Hotel, India, Echo, Lima, Delta, Shield.
And I'll be a happy man. I don't care.
All right.
It's a snippet.
I'd like to hear that later on, too.
It's
That'd
a
be pretty
snippet.
good.
I don't play the whole song because of royalties and things like that. So,
what I would like to see is Roman Reigns stop wearing that fucking symbol that looks like Spider-Man.
it's an R and a backwards R, but it looks like
Spider-Man, or the Hardy Boys thing.
The H.
Somebody pointed that out to me. I was like, it looks like that too.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy shit, you're right.
Yeah. I don't. They thought it was a good little logo. I don't know.
No, it looks like Spider-Man's spider.
Dude, he should have a T-shirt that says "Make it rain" and spell his name with the right way, or the Roman Empire, or you can call your fans the Roman Empire, like the Hulkamaniacs or the Edgeheads.
Roman Empire,
right? Whatever. It's an idea. Throw it out there. Throw it back if you don't like it.
Throw people to the lions.
Haha. But. I agree. I don't care for the logo either. The Dean Ambrose thing with the anarchy.
Yeah,
I kind of like that one. It's better than the symbol.
That's actually kind of biting off of Daniel Bryan's old symbol.
Yeah, he did
his
have
DB.
Right.
Yeah.
Now you're DA. Oh, okay. Thanks.
Yeah, that's great.
But yeah, I get the whole anarchy game, the symbol thing. I don't care.
He's crazy. Anarchy.
I do like the Seth Rollins belt buckle though. That's.
I like Seth Rollins shirt, the S and the R. That looks kind of cool.
Yeah. Everybody's got abbreviations. Nobody can write their name.
I'm not sure about his spandex stuff going on.
Didn't somebody call him an X-Men once? I think John Cena called him. He looked like a former X-Men.
From the first X-Men movie, where they're like, Wolverine's like, you guys go out in these things?
Right. It's like,
would you rather wear yellow
spandex? I remember that.
Actually, yes, in this scenario. Yes.
Like, yellow and blue, my man. I'm like, oh, all right. Kind of sad he doesn't want to play Wolverine anymore.
He's been in all the movies, dude.
I don't see anybody else doing it, though. Who else is there?
All right, so we're both going with Rollins on the in the main event at the Payback, which I don't know. That's logical.
Shield.
Shield. Sierra.
Believe in the
Hotel.
Shield.
India. Echo. Lima. Delta.
Shield.
Damn it.
Roman don't have to change his music again.
There you go. The only one who didn't change anything was Roman Reigns.
Dean and Seth's music is just kind of generic for me. It's like, nothing big. I mean, I've learned them. I know what they sound like. You know, I'm big on wrestling themes, as you can tell today.
Yeah.
You know, hopefully
We're
you
gonna
get
get
to keep
sued.
you get to keep your house. I get to keep mine. You know,
I might have.
I would shout out Vince, but he might actually hear this and be like, "Hey, no, that's not legal."
He's got taps in the NSA, and they're like, Vince, we heard your name mentioned on some fucking podcast.
Hey, there's these two guys in Cincinnati, I think, and they're talking
Dayton,
shit.
shut up. Yeah.
Dayton, my bad, Lima, and
Lima.
Al Snow. And,
That's my neighbor, man.
Yeah, sweet. But so yeah, there it is.
I like Seth Rollins' music. Dean Ambrose music. I've said this to you. I'm gonna say it here. It sounds like if Triple H went to TNA, that's what his music would be. All right.
TNA does. I mean, I don't know. Like, I know WWE music through and through. WWE has always had, WFE has always had Jim Johnston. Belongs to be on a Hall of Fame. I don't care. Put him in the Hall of Fame just for the fact that he does the music, because
Right.
the music is so recognizable for almost every damn superstar there is.
Right.
You know, as soon as the glass breaks, who's coming out. You know, as soon as the static hits, who's coming out. The gong
Undertaker's
hits.
gong. That's
Right.
That's his baby.
Foley's car crash. I mean, you know who it is. You know,
He wrote Vader's music.
Vader.
I think he wrote the Warriors music.
It's time. It's time. You know, Warrior, Sexy Boy, Shawn Michaels,
It's
Bret Hart. I mean, there's so many. You know who's coming before you even see who it is. TNA, I have to watch to see what the name graphic says at the bottom of the screen to figure out who the fuck is coming out.
Well, that's because you don't watch TNA. Which,
I don't
I'm
watch-
going to make a point to start watching TNA every week, just so I can talk about other wrestling more than WWE.
Right.
You heard it first here, folks, on the Pro Wrestling Fans Podcast.
I agree. That's totally fine and fair. I mean, I know very little about what's going on over there right now. I mean, I know Kurt's the champ. The tag champs are vacant because Jeff Hardy got injured in a motocross or motorbiking accident.
God, what a fucking moron.
Jeff and Matt were tag champs. Now they're not. Taryn Terrell is their knockout champion.
Really?
Yeah, something about the dollhouse. Look that up for me, because apparently that's all the rage over there right now. It's
Why is... I've seen their little stuff for the dollhouse, and
I'm not exactly. I've read. I've seen. I kind of skipped. I was like, but
Yeah.
I don't know. There could be more to it.
it's just kind of weird.
An X Division champ. I'm not sure who that is right now.
I'll find out.
I have to look that up.
I'll find out for the next edition of the Pro Wrestling Fans Podcast. Since we've been on here for way too fucking long.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I'm Phil.
And I'm Adam. Thanks for listening, bro.
It's still real to me, damn it!